Today, Ontario's seniors, families, and small businesses know that they have a champion in the Ontario PC Party. This was most clearly on display during the fall sitting of the legislature. Our caucus entered the sitting determined to focus on three key priorities. First, to fight for the conditions that will allow for more private sector jobs and a stronger economy. Second, to defend the taxpayer and hold the McGuinty government accountable for their record of scandal and mismanagement. And third, to stand up for the seniors and families who will be hurt the most by Dalton McGuinty's $3 billion tax grab known as the HST. This fall, sadly, Ontario marked its first anniversary as a have-not province. Runaway spending has left us with a staggering $25 billion deficit and $65 billion of new debt. Ontario needs to take a new path that values private sector job creation and replaces the approach of higher taxes and spending with one that respects how much the taxpayers are able to pay. After 6 years in office, the rot of scandal, mismanagement, and waste has sunk in deeply across the McGuinty government. From back-to-back scandals at the OLG to eHealth to WSIB to Cancer Care Ontario to the Windsor Energy Centre, the rot of waste has spread across the entire government. And as recently as last week, the Auditor General is now indicating that there is another potential billion-dollar boondoggle emerging in welfare, fraud, waste, and overpayment. And Dalton McGuinty used a legislative loophole to ram his HST legislation into law this fall. And he has tied the hands of future governments by including a poison pill in his HST deal that will force future governments to pay $4.3 billion to repeal this tax grab. Across our province today, Ontario families are sending more money to Queen's Park than ever. They are already working longer and harder, see less of their families, spend less time with the kids. Yet for how hard they work, they find themselves paying even more and getting less in return. There's no reason why it has to be this way. Ontario has the resources and the skills base to be an economic powerhouse, both within Canada and around the world. We have everything we need to succeed right here at home. But our province needs a change in direction. In 2010, you can count on us to continue to build on what we've accomplished this fall session. The Ontario PC Caucus will continue to stand up for Ontario families and continue to do our part to give the people of Ontario the brighter future that they deserve.